Is Barry Felsenberg, and I am a rep for Rab Lighting. And this morning I'm going to go over some of the newer fixtures that you all are keeping at Cooper Electric and some of the benefits of each one. I'd like to start with one of our outside fixtures, which we call the Slim Series. As you can see here, it's a flat front, so it's a total cutoff, and the reflector here on the bottom is designed to throw the light forward and side to side without giving any glare out the front of the fixture. We make these in 12 watts, 18 watts. We make them all the way up to handle a 320 watt replacement for a metal halide fixture. Of course, as they get wider, they'll get more wattage. So these are great for putting in areas where you necessarily have to protect against glare. Coming from here, we have the same kinds of, but in much bigger series. As you can see from the side view, these are all tilted out, so they will give a much more forward throw. They'll still give a very nice side-to-side throw, but a much wider throw out forward, all done because of how the reflector is designed to throw the light. We make it in 3 different versions, like this. We make it in a 7.5, which is a semi-cutoff, and we make it totally flat against here, which is your cutoff, a full cutoff fixture. And again, we're now making them for the commercial applications in 480 volts if you ever run into those applications. We have an 80 watt version of this fixture, which will replace a 400 watt metal halide, so you can see how nicely your customers will get energy savings out of these kinds of fixtures. These are all IP66, totally waterproof. All these fixtures are all rated that way, all the outside fixtures that we have. And to replace those traditional wall pack fixtures that you have seen for years and years, glass front fixture, Rab has redesigned this fixture. Inside, we haven't just taken the guts and put an LED inside. We've redesigned so you have an entire new fixture, but it's made to take the place, the footprint of your old traditional style fixtures. So we make it in a small, a medium, and a large size to fit the 3 footprints of the traditional metal halide fixtures and high pressure sodiums that have been out there. We make it in a 30 watt, a 24 watt, 30 watt, 37 watt, and we now even have a 55 watt, which will replace up to a 400 watt metal halide fixture. So again, great savings that your customers can realize with these kinds of fixtures. If they want to replace 1 or 2 in an existing location, if they have more than 1 or 2 existing fixtures, great replacement fixture for it. And we also have some very nice wall packs which we've introduced. This is our Brisk series of wall packs. As you can see, it's a very thin profile. They're available with photo cells. And again, nice compact, nice economical version of a fixture designed to throw light down and out without giving a lot of forward glare. Very sturdy faceplate, so even if it does get banged, it's not going to break. And these fixtures we have in 4 different wattages depending upon how high they're mounted and what your application is for lighting. Now we have one of my favorite little fixtures. You can see how thin profile this is. Again, all totally sealed. This is our Leslie series of fixtures. This little fixture is only 13 watts, but this will replace up to a 75 watt par lamp. It has a 1/2 inch thread here. We have this in birdie, we have it in black, we have it in white, and we have it in bronze. So it's great for a residential application where you want to replace a couple of floodlights, but thinking outside the box, it's also great if you want to put it over a sign. You put a nipple on here, and this is totally adjustable, so you can angle it. And because it's totally sealed, you can even have it coming from underneath. It's great for signage along a wall, at the entrance to a corporate complex. It'll take a nice bang from rocks or things hitting it from a lawnmower also. Real nice little fixture, very economical for you to use. Then we have our more traditional looking style floods. As you can see here, we have different reflectors. So when you buy a fixture, the Rab company has put a flood and a spot reflector inside. So they're totally field adjustable. You can make any kind of changes to them that you want. They are 1/2 inch thread here, and they have significant teeth in here, so they're not going to ever droop. And again, totally sealed, waterproof. You can angle this up. Water can get in here, freeze, and the pressure still won't get into the fixture to have any kind of problems with it. We have these in bronze, black, white, and again, verde if you ever have calls for that. Again, real nice for uplighting. We also make this in a spot version, in a 13 and a 26 watt, which will throw actually 40 feet. So you can take out the old traditional kind of fixtures and put a 26 watt to light a flag at 40 feet up in the air. So significant savings if you think about it being on all night. 26 watts, very economical to run. Yes, good. It's also good if you have signs and you have a logo and you want to put it on a pole somewhere out and shine it up onto the face of the building. Now we have our Fixture Flood series. Again, we have this in a lot of different wattages and a couple of different mounting styles. We start with a small 18 watt fixture, and the 18 watt will replace a 70 watt metal halide fixture. Again, totally sealed. Gives a beautiful forward throw, but how they have designed the lens, it gives a very nice wide throw side to side. 3 different mounting options. We have a 1/2 inch threaded nipple. We can give it to you in a trunnion mount, and we can also give it to you in a split tip mount depending upon your installation choices. And we have these, the standard is 120, 277 volt drivers. The larger ones we have available also in a 480 volt versions. Technology is wonderful, as you can see here in the bigger versions. You have the additional airflow here. Heat comes here, pulls away. So that's why we're able to give 100,000 hours of life rating on the LEDs with these style fixtures here. All of the Rab fixtures that we're showing here, a lot of these, you'll actually have your customers saving about 77% on their energy charges by changing over to an LED from the traditional metal halide and high pressure sodium fixtures. They all come with 5-year warranties for the LED, the driver, even the paint finish. That's how confident Rab Lighting is on the quality of their fixtures. They're all designed here in New Jersey. They're all engineered here in New Jersey. So you are assured of a good quality product when you're buying Rab. Now we have another small fixture. These are called our Bullet series. Again, nice little residential look. It has a 1/2 inch threaded knuckle here, and the cowl swivels, so you can actually protect it from the side or from the top, any way you want to do it. We have little kits available. Rab is so confident with the sensor kit that they sell that this fixture, as you see, it actually has a 10-year warranty. Again, these are 12 watt fixtures, and they'll replace a 75 watt R30 flood. Great little residential piece. Now we've introduced the more economical style flood, which we call the fixtures. And these again are all IP66 rated, totally waterproof. We have on these things 6 different wattages. These fixtures are all rated for 60,000 hours of rated life. So we have the smaller versions here. This one, starting at 15 watts, will actually give you the same light as a 50-watt metal halide. Then we move up in sizes. We have them all the way up to 100 watts, which will replace a 400-watt metal halide. So we're going from 450 watts total consumed in the 400-watt metal halide fixture to only 100 watts. So your customers are seeing huge differences in their energy. All of the fixtures that I have shown you are all DLC listed, so they will qualify for any rebates that you may have in your certain territories that you're selling in. Go this way. Next we have our vandal-proof series. These will take a good bang. These, again, have different wattages and different Kelvin colors available, as do all of the other fixtures. Typically, the fixtures outside have 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 Kelvin colors available in the LEDs. With this vandal-proof fixture, we make it in bronze, we make it in white, the drop lens as you're seeing here, or we can also give it to you with a flat lens in case you have any height restrictions in the application that you're using. It's a very versatile fixture. You would think that this would be for canopies in a little strip mall, but you can use these in gymnasiums underneath the overhangs where the tracks are. Baseball hits it, a basketball hits it. Again, it's not going to break. It's going to give some wonderful light out. And again, we have a lot of different versions of this. We have 10 watt, 20 watt, 40 watt, 52 watt, 65 watt, and a 75 watt. And to give you an idea, the 75 watt will replace a 250 watt metal halide. The small 10 watt, which is a smaller version of this, will replace a 50 watt metal halide. Again, waterproof, so if it's in an overhang and dirt and bugs get in there, they can actually be washed down, hosed down, and nothing will get into the fixture. Dirt, bugs, everything is totally sealed, so you'll have no problems selling this as a nice little fixture for your customers. Then we also have some nice, stepping out right here, some high bay fixtures that we can use over here. Again, this is our rail series of high bay fixtures. It has a very nice opaque lens to it so that you eliminate the glare that is associated with most high bay fixtures. So this would be ideal for a gymnasium where people sometimes look up to get a basketball or to play badminton and any other sports where occasionally they have to look up. They don't want to get the temporary glare disability. This will eliminate all of that. We have these in a few different sizes. We have them in 95 watt, 150 watt, 185 watt, a 225 watt, and recently we've introduced a 400 watt. So the 400 watt fixture will actually replace a 1,000 watt metal halide fixture being placed up to 50 to 60 feet high. So if you have large open spaces that you need lit, the rail fixtures are a great application for that. Wonderful, as I said, for gymnasiums, and warehouses, distribution centers. Great little fixtures. They're sealed, so you don't have to worry about dirt getting in over time and affecting the light output. Real simple application. We have V-hooks. They hook on here, and they just hang with chain. Very easy installation for customers. We also have it that you can pendant mount them with a box and a stem. Different applications. Real nice little fixture. Very economical to run. Again, out of picture range, but not out of the room. Next one we have is a high bay. It's called our Bay LED series. As you can see, much sturdier in case you have an application where you're afraid that a forklift raising things up and off of a top shelf would bang into the fixture. These are designed to take a good bang. We can give this to you in an aisle way, meaning it's good for distribution areas in a warehouse, or we can give it to you in a circular, normal pattern, which is great for open areas. Again, this is good for a gymnasium. It will give you a little bit more glare because of the clear lens. We do have an opaque diffuser that you can buy as an accessory for this. And these fixtures here, again, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin color, and these are great for up to 30, 35 feet mounting height. It comes with a hook and chain, so you can just hang it very easily, or you can actually then mount it right into the fixture itself. Another series that Rab has come out with is our Cabe series of fixtures. So this one is a little bit more versatile for you. It comes with just this top section here, which is more like a UFO in shape. But if you have customers that want something more or closer in resemblance to the high bays that they're typically seeing, we have it available with a metal shade. We have it with a clear diffuser and a frosted diffuser in plastic, so that it more resembles the traditional high bay that they have. We have all the LEDs on chips in here. If they wanted some uplight, we also have for the reflectors a bottom dish, which on the opaque and the clear lens actually throws some uplight. Of course, with this, you're all getting very good downlight. And again, with all the high bays that I've shown you, we do have available, you can put motion sensors on all of these fixtures. The factory can actually do all that kind of installation for you. So when your contractors get the fixture out of the box, they just have a hot, neutral, and a ground to hook up. They don't have to worry about hooking up the motion sensor into the fixtures. The factory, again, because they're manufacturers, they can actually do all this work in the factory for you. We've also come out with a more economical style, which we call our Rab May series of fixtures. And again, this one is available on a 90 watt. It comes in a 125, comes in 175 watt, and it comes in a 260 watt. So as they get bigger, of course, they'll have more wattage to them. The 225 watt fixture, a 260 watt fixture will actually replace an 8 light F54 T5HO or a 400 watt metal halide. The 175 watt fixture will replace a 6 light F54 T5HO or again a 400 watt. And we go on down, the 90 watt version will replace a 3 light F54 T5HO or 250 watt metal halide. And again, this one is very nice because you can use the smaller versions in a supermarket where the color rendition is very important. This fixture actually has an 84 CRI rating, which means that the colors underneath whatever it's lighting up will be very nicely shown and enhanced. Again, because we have an opaque lens here, I can't light them up because it would be too much glare into the screen, but the opaque lens here cuts dramatically back on the glare, so you can use this at lower heights without having any problems. And you, of course, can mount these things, the 400 watt replacement versions up to 50 feet, and they're still very, very effective at that high mounting height. So, Now we can move into some area lights. Rab, of course, has been in the business for almost 70 years. Primarily, we've been known, of course, for our exterior lighting. So we have expanded our offerings in the LEDs to take the place of a lot of existing area light shoebox fixtures, as many of us have called them for many years. And this is our premium fixture, which is, as you can see here, beautifully designed, very nice slim profile. But you can see how the entire top is all ridged. The heat comes into the venting here, and the heat is pulled up out of the fixture. So we can offer this fixture for 100,000 hour lifespan of the LEDs. This actually comes with a 5-year warranty for the fixture. It also comes with a 5-year warranty on the replacement. If there is a problem, Rab will help with the replacement labor cost of the fixtures. That's how confident they are with these fixtures. These are all equipped so that you can mount them very easily to your pole. It's just 2 bolts. The anchor goes in. The old traditional fixtures come off. These will mount directly to a square pole. We also have round pole adapters, 3, 4, 5-inch adapters. So you can actually take this and mount it onto a round pole. The reflector patterns we have for these kinds of fixtures are a type 2, which is very wide, so it's great for a driveway or a perimeter of a parking lot. We make it in the type 3, which is a little bit wider and a little bit more of a forward throw. And we make it in a type 4, which will throw more forward than the other 2 versions and still give you a nice wide circle of light. All the exterior of the fixture, so if you have a big parking lot with many different sections to it, you can keep continuity of the style of the fixture. These are also able to be equipped with motions, because LEDs, of course, turn instantly on, they turn instantly off, and the turning on and turning off have no effect on the LEDs, except for it'll prolong the life of the fixture. The more it's off, the more you save. And we've also come out with an economical style of area light. And again, these can all work on photo cells also. They can work on motion sensors, and because LEDs have drivers, you can set them to different levels of lighting, so that instead of the fixture being on or off, you can have the low setting or the off setting to 10% or 20% of the light output, so you still have some ambient light, but it's not on to full brightness, so your customers have options to save some money. And this series of fixtures we're calling the Lot Blaster. And as you can see here, you have the same typical things to pull the heat away. So this will give you many, many years of maintenance-free lighting for your customers. We can put, again, any kind of sensors on these kinds of fixtures. These are all DLC approved, so if you have any areas in your, any rebates available in your areas, these fixtures all do qualify for that. We have this in a 3,000, 4,000, and a 5,000 Kelvin color. The nice thing about this newer series is that as time goes on, of course, the LEDs become more and more efficient. This fixture, even though it's our economical one, this one gives you about 137 lumens per watt. So the efficiency of these fixtures is absolutely wonderful. We make this in a 65 watt, we make it in 110 watt, and we make it in 160 watt. The 160 watt is made to replace a 400 watt metal halide fixture on a 1-for-1 basis. These again are available in a 480 volt version as well as the standard 120 through 277 bulb. The nice thing about this is that this fixture is available in a Type 2, Type 3, Type 4, and the Type 5, which is a circular throw of light. So you can put this in the center of a lot, and it will throw light all the way around. So the uniformity of look will remain constant throughout the entire job. And again, these are available to go onto square poles and round poles, and we have what we're calling a universal pole adapter. So you can slip this section right into the pole, and you don't have to worry about drilling new holes. This adapter plate will fit the bolt right through the existing bolt patterns that you have on your pole. And that brings us to the end of our presentation on Rab products that I have to show you, but I would tell you that you're always good to call a lighting rep when you have any questions about what is the right fixture to use, because it's not always the amount of lumen or light output from a fixture, it's the amount of delivered light getting to your task where you want to go to light your area. So you can take a fixture like this and a fixture like this, and you need to see what's going to be put down onto your area and what the effects of the glare. This, of course, will have a lot of forward throw of light. This one has no forward throw of light. Thinking outside the box, you can actually turn a lot of these fixtures upright because, again, they're all totally sealed. So you can have this as an uplight outside. You can put this as an uplight in an interior application in case you want to light an atrium ceiling. So again, they're not just made for the application that they are in the book. If you have questions, of course, you can call me or you can call the rep who covers your certain territory, and we will be more than happy to come out to your site and help you with fixture selection and do explanations like this for your customers. So I thank you all very, very much for tuning in to the WebEx this morning, and I hope that you've had some information.
We do have one question.
Yeah.
Gary Wilson, the branch manager of Brick. Love the Rab LED product. One question, will it withstand the impact of a shuttlecock?
And I laugh because I did a badminton court the other day, and they were so concerned because they could not figure out what kind of light to put up that did not give them glare. So we actually went with, an opaque fixture like this, because even though we were able to adjust the wattage, a baseball might break it, but a shuttlecock sure as heck is not going to damage it. But thanks for your question. That was wonderful. Any other questions? Again, I appreciate everything that you all do at Cooper Electric, and we appreciate your business very much. Thank you again, and have a wonderful rest of the day.